Hello, everyone. My name is Denise Kurtulus, and I'm heading the Marine unit of the business unit Power Systems of Rolls-Royce, and I'm very, very happy to be here today. I mean, there's basically three different things that excite me most. It's number one, the energy transition. Number two, the high technology that we are using today. And number three, and I will get to that, is definitely the people. Talking about the energy transition, I mean, we're in the most exciting times of the maritime industry because we're really in the transition of using conventional technologies, using the hundreds of years of experience and transitioning that to a net zero future, and being part of that and really being able with our teams to shape the future is really something that is unbelievably exciting for me, and I put a lot of passion into that. Technology was always a big topic in the maritime segment, and when I started at that time MTU Friedrichshafen at the beautiful Lake of Constance, I always wanted to be part of the maritime business because what I saw was really high tech, from the yachting up to the commercial marine segment. So I think technology is always an important topic for everybody. And last but not least, and for me the most important, it's a complete people sector. I mean, everybody is so connected over decades. I mean, vessels are running 30 years at least, and being connected with the families running operations or big shipyards, or the entire community is so connected around the world that, yeah, it's for me a lot about the people. First of all, we are seeing the chance in the energy transition. We as a company, being over 100 years in diesel technologies, obviously started very early on to say that we need to be pioneering, driving the energy transition. So more than a challenge, we see a big chance. Of course, we need to develop on that journey, and that's why we always call it the journey to net zero. We need to develop a lot of answers and provide solutions to the market. And in that, of course, it's a complex task, because in the end, we need to optimize the operations of our customers without damaging the profitability on both sides, because most of the people in the maritime sector are not charities, right? We all need to be still healthy, profitable businesses that can invest into the future. And so the biggest topic we're addressing is how we can make the energy transition an economical chance for everybody. And then it will make sense. And then everybody will embark the journey. The challenges of the energy transition, as I described it, is of course also very much related to the technology. So we at Power Systems looking at what are the different alternative fuels that we can develop to support the transition. And one sentence that is important to me, or one true belief, is the enemy of the energy transition is not the engine. The combustion engine is high tech and highly efficient and will support us. The enemy is the fuel we are burning. So it's more important to address the fuel topic than the engine or the technology topic. And that is definitely what at Rolls-Royce we are addressing. We have a clear strategy that is more like a bridge. We need different elements to support the journey of the energy transition. So it's a lot related to automation, because data will help us to understand where we are creating unnecessary emissions. We need methanol is one of the important puzzle piece on our journey. But of course, we are also using hybrid technologies, batteries, etc., in order to do that. So we are obviously investing heavily. We are training our people because the people need to be ready for the transition. We are investing into our service because maritime industry is all about the operations. So that means digital technology. So it's not one answer. It's really looking at a lot of different areas and combine them in the right way that we achieve the target as fast as possible. I mean, here comes a topic where I'm very passionate about, being an industrial company representative. We need harmonized regulations around the world. I mean, at the moment, we have different regulations in the United States compared to Asia, compared to Europe. And that as an industrial company is super hard for us to meet all the different levels of regulations. I mean, one example is emission regulations, of course. I mean, our big dream is that we can really bring everybody at the same table and really explain that the maritime industry, especially the operators that are in the end the end users, are faced with so many different things. And the maritime industry is truly global. So we cannot use such an heterogeneous landscape going forward if we want to be altogether healthy businesses. That is one big aspect. And the other one is obviously a shortage of highly trained people. I mean, that is something that we are discussing everywhere, but I think that is a topic that we need to address altogether to really motivate people to join the maritime industry in order, else we cannot grow and maintain the high level of quality. And last but not least, not to be too long in my answer, but obviously the geopolitical environment is a big topic, and the sensitivity of the channels that we are seeing today and the connectivity and the blockages that can happen is really something we have to be aware of, I think. And we learned a lot during the pandemic and the supply chain crisis, and I think we need to apply those learnings going forward frequently because it will not stop to challenge us. So that's in a nutshell what I would see. I mean, not having the crystal ball, I would like to phrase it more coming from what would be my hopes for the industry. So I hope that we will have cross-country, globally, a large scale of sustainable fuels everywhere in the ports, because the journey to net zero will only happen if we have green fuels. And that goes back to the one regulation, harmonized regulations topic, and also high availability. And we need the politicians to support us on that journey because infrastructure is highly national in the end. Of course, I hope that we can provide the market as Rolls-Royce Power Systems a very good propulsion solution that will support that journey. And in the end, I believe the industry will be very automized from different points of view because the mentioned shortage of people will continue. And so we need to support for safety reasons and efficiency a lot with digital concepts. And without using a buzzword that is all over the place, I truly believe that artificial intelligence will play a major role in that to support us. And the maritime industry being a little bit conservative in nature, I think we need to open up much more to these technologies as well and really integrate it naturally in our ecosystem. For me, the SMM is truly about meeting the people, connecting, interacting, listening to the customers, understanding what the market really needs, and if everything I was talking about really is in line with what our partners are seeing. And based on that, really detailing the strategy. I mean, we as Rolls-Royce have a very clear strategy for the maritime business, but in the details, we can fine-tune. So the cycle of every 2 years coming together as one industry is very, very important for us in order to fine-tune, adjust wherever we are and get the feedback. And so in the end, I would love to embark with everybody and continue our journey towards net zero together and show them where we are. Great question. We will come with a big menu of solutions that we would like to show our customers, of course, as always, under the title of the way to net zero. This will be relevant for our commercial marine yachting applications, but also for our governmental businesses, which is equally important. And that starts from state-of-the-art diesel technologies with after-treatment systems and goes to our newest methanol concept. So we have actually in our booth one engine that shows all technologies in once, and that will hopefully transport to the customers that the jump into the new technologies is not so different from what they know. Because I think the change is maybe worrying some people, but showing, look, it's the very same combustion engine that you knew, but it will go with gas or it will go with methanol, will maybe take also a little bit the worry of the industry. And of course, the diesel engines can be used with renewable diesel, HVO, which already is today available and can make operations much greener. We have hybrid systems in the booth, but most important to me, because it's kind of the newest thing, is the automation technologies that we are bringing to the market and also our bridge technologies, because here we can really manage data the best way and support the operation of our customers. So in the end, I hope we can bring everybody together, discuss, and really make the industry great for the next decades to come. That's what I'm totally excited about.